Ladies and gents, welcome back to another Mr.Protato stream, and we're going to play Ice Attorney Chronicles. And in the... Fuck. That's not the right one. New game. No, wait. That's not the right one either. Shit. Is there a G? Pause, baby. Yes, please. Ah, fuck. I messed up early on. Ah, shit. We're playing the first fucking chapter. This is bad. This is bad. Wait, what's the temperature? It's 21. Okay. This is so bad. I fucking messed up. But we are gonna play chapter 4. Oh, go blimey. I fucking messed up, didn't I? Time to go back to the title. Yeah. Don't fucking save on me. I just need to select adventure. I'm like, I've unlocked adventure number 4, man. Press any key, select adventure. Not that one. Resolve. Select adventure. This is number 5. But we have two more chapters. Opening, please. Yeah. Let's watch it from the start, yeah? Trailer. Twisted Karma and his last bow.
Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said. Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement. A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder, an executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant.
Aren't we all?
And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow. For our adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
The game is afoot, my dear fellow. Karaoke, that's tomorrow, buddy. Today is Ace Attorney. Yeah, I know you miss my voice that well. Right. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Kazuma regaining his memory. Kazuma. Oh yeah, next week I might play Yakuza Kiwami. We're gonna continue Yakuza. For real, bro. Oh my god, yeah. We were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. And thank you for coming to the stream, my boy. It's been a while, innit? Okay, let's see. Oh god, my favorite VTubers are also streaming. God damn it. But you know what? That's fine. Professor Mr.Protato is due to arrive at any moment. Yes! I'm so glad we got here in time! Sasato-san hasn't been the same since what happened. Not that I'm surprised. The truth about Kazuma-sama's father. Do you suppose my father knew? That he was actually the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? I knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they? Yes, that's true. Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mr.Protato knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well? Smash. Inosuke got potential, I'm not gonna lie. Smash, yes, smash indeed. That's right. For some reason, he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it. That probably means he knows then. About Kazuma showing up here in London with amnesia. And that he's regained his memory now. Okay, let me try to guess this voice. Ah, there she is. Oh, wait. Oh, there she is. Wait, no. Oh, there she is. No, wait, what? Fuck. Oh, there she is. Oh, father. Hello, Sasato. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you've arrived safe and sound. My god, the judge looks so cool in his suit. Hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here. Oh, no, not at all. It's my pleasure. We've heard all about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas. It has? I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive when the steamships from Britain. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Who is this man? And why do I feel as though I've seen him before? He's the judge in Japan. He looks so good in the fucking suit. I swear. God blimey. I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. In that case, how about a little reminder, Seishiro? A firm tap should do it. Yes. A firm tap? What? Here we go, then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, guilty. Oh! You're... Hell yeah, my lads. It's Mr. Seishiro, the judge. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He looks so cool. I would hug him. He looks like he's so warm to hug, though. Your Excellency. Hello, Judge Jigoku. How are you? It's been a long time. Good, you've remembered now. That really did the trick. Guilty. Oh, only I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? And there was no laughing at the time. So, London again. After all this time, hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back. Neither did I. I didn't imagine Japan would ever be invited to an international symposium like this. Though really... my eyes. Though really, I doubt anyone did. To be honest, it's all thanks to you, isn't it, Seishiro? What are you talking about, Eugene? Of course, Judge Jigoku. He must complete the set. He's the other man who, 16 years ago, came to London with Kazuma's father and Professor Mikotoba. He's the third visiting scholar. Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say, I am very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you? Oh, I knew you were jealous. You look so happy, though, if anything. Sorry, ministerial status? Yes, didn't you know? Seishiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Oh. It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kazuma's place here on this study tour. Guilty as charged. Oh, well, thank you very much. He's really every bit as important as he looks. Don't answer my hand. No, it's not. Ah, yes, now, Mr. Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday. Oh, you did? It appears that some things came to light in a trial you were involved with 8 years ago. About what happened 10 years ago, that tragedy. Yes, could you tell us any more about it? Let's confess to it. Ooh, I am definitely very tired, my dear lads. Super tired after jogging and everything, but the show must go on. So, how was the voyage here? Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standard. But it wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago. No, that's true. Then I truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives. This time, we followed the same route as you, so we were able to relax and enjoy the experience. So you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris? We did, yes. Though only for one night. And yesterday evening, we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover. Just in time for the symposium. In fact, it starts tomorrow.
It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father.
It's thanks to Seishiro here. 16 years ago, he managed to ingratiate himself with Britain's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited, and I suppose you could say I'm something of an appendage by default. Blah. Speak for yourself, Eugene. You were close friends with the professor of forensic science at a major hospital. Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really. No, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back. Kazuma's father, I suppose. What's wrong with my phone? I don't want text, no.
The professor, the killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy, was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he?
That's correct. Genshin Nasogi.
Genshin. You know, I presume, Father.
Yes, he was a close friend at the time. Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts. It was a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth. And he was executed with little ado. To this day, very few people know what really happened, even in our homeland.
But what about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father?
No, of course not. He was told his father passed from sickness. However, I suspect he may have had his doubts.
Oh, why?
As you know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son. Then one day he came to my office at the university and said, "I'm feeling numb for some reason. What the fuck is happening? I've decided. I want to travel to Great Britain and study there." Oh God.
Do you think he wanted to come here to investigate his father's death?
I don't know. But when I looked in his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him. I'm feeling numb. Shit. I just hate that.
Something else came to light in the trial the other day, actually.
Oh, what?
Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zeeks.
What? Whoa, that's news to us.
So, Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then.
My eyes.
I can't keep it open. As you know, we both thought Kazuma had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January. But he didn't die. He's alive. As you knew, didn't you, Father?
In actual fact, no. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. We sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try to ascertain what had happened, but to no avail. But he's still alive, and here in London, you say? I never dared even to dream it. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months now.
Well, it seems that he was suffering from amnesia.
What? Amnesia?
When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were.
I see. He only regained his memory 8 days ago. This is unbelievable.
Yes.
Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know. I must speak with him urgently.
I wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him?
Your time in Britain? Where's my face so fucking numb? Stop being numb, face. That began 16 years ago. It's a distant memory, really. It was Eugene here, Jin Shinosugi, and myself. We were the original 3. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study. Ocean voyages were not what they are today, I can tell you.
16 years ago, things were tough for their generation.
Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at UNGAAA University at the time, you know, young lady.
Yes, Grandmother told me.
He went to do research at a great London hospital to study autopsy. Practically unheard of in Japan. Yes, it was an eerie place, sandwiched between the back of a prison and a burial ground.
Not more talk of graves.
Jigoku? Yeah, it's Jigoku, Andy. He's so cool. I could hug him in a suit.
Oh my gosh. Hey, look at that. That's actually the badge, the East Attorney badge from the future games.
Very often, there's no one willing to deal with these bodies following autopsy work. So you see, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graveyards and prison. Not my cup of tea at all. Do you remember that Scottish prison governor? Caden, his name was. He was a good man. Yes, but then of course, in our 6th year here, everything changed with that dreadful case. When Genshin was arrested for a series of most gruesome murder. I simply couldn't believe it. I'd known the man for years. I was a witness at the secret hearing and I tried to speak to in his defense, but you went a little too far and ended up facing charges yourself, didn't you? Well, suffice to say that after the trial, we were sent back to Japan. There was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. It was a lost cause, sadly.
Hello, Hakuya. Welcome to the stream. Have you met Pro Gaming and Andy?
Andy is a walking spoiler, so I try to ignore him much. Well, if you'll excuse us now. Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up to my room as soon as possible. I really like Jigoku though. He's so, like, I could hug him. He's like a big teddy bear. He's like a big teddy bear.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long. I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here.
Goodbye, Susato.
Susato's gone off at a run.
I like to stay and talk more, but I do have various preparations to make for tomorrow.
Yes, of course. It must be a big responsibility representing our entire country. I wish you the best of luck.
Naruhodo. I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her, and you obviously have been. Oh shit. Is it marriage time? Is it marriage time? Is it a ship time? Ship time.
Oh, no. I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me.
Well, I do appreciate you being there for her, after all. I've been a miserable father to her. I've thoroughly let her down. Yes, it's a ship time. It's a ship time indeed.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Ah, man, the poor sod. A father trying to make his daughter proud of him, happy, love him, but he couldn't because ever since she was born, he was out in Britain. And when he came back, he was only a strict father. Fuck, I was about to read that. Well, it was 16 years ago that I started my long study tour here in Britain, as you know. Now, the very year Susato was born. Yep. Okay.
Yes, I heard.
The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event of my life, but you were out there watching a football game, didn't you, Mr. Mid-Katoba? How dare you? I'm joking, dude. Don't worry about it. You were studying. It was very important, bruv. Well, sadly, it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too.
Oh, yes. Susato's son hinted at something like that. It was a rather turbulent time at home.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details. The point is, I become rather less dependable that befits a grown man. And it was then that Seishiro offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain. That's the wrong judge. I was too worried about you to leave you behind. So perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. So that's what happened in a nutshell. And that's also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my daughter as many opportunities as I dare. Though the world does not readily afford to young women such things, I must say.
I completely understand, Professor.
One other thing, Naruhodo. If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you. No, I am not marrying your daughter. I mean, what? Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you? Well, the thing is, I'm so sorry that took so long. Wait, I knew him. Holy shit. Isn't he from Smash Bros or something? He's so familiar. I can't remember. Who is this dude? Mr. Sato.
Now then, allow us to take your bags.
Allow me to take your bags. One moment, if you please, Porter. Oh, of course, sir. That machine around your neck is a camera, I believe. Quite right, sir. Just 5 shillings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir. Well, I think I've given the occasion. We could justify the expense. Ah, yes, yes, of course. Oh, shit. Thumbnail. Got it. I got a thumbnail. Hell yeah, I'm saving this bugger. Thumb family photo. Hell goddamn yeah, baby. It's a good. Oh my god, so Sato looks really cute in this photo, if anything. I like it.
I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Mr. Naruto. It really made my father have very happy, I think.
Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Mikotoba was about to ask me something.
Shall we return to Baker Street then?
I guess it's to take his daughter in hand in marriage. Okay. It's not the first time for me though, but okay.
I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us.
Yes, let's go. I'm getting more and more anxious about Kazuma though. Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Strongheart later and ask after him. Whew, my face is getting numb. What the fuck is happening? Well, for now, let's look around the place. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Nothing really. Right. Let's see where we can go. Let's go to the legal consultancy real quick. Ooh, 1st November, Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Oh, right, I want to present something. Oh, this thing. Yeah.
I stayed up late to mend that for you the other day, Mr. Naruto.
Thank you. You did a really seamless job.
You're very welcome. It's all in a day's work for your judicial assistant.
She's so... That warm smile is just like... She's wife, bro. The only thing is, I accidentally dropped it into the Thames yesterday and now it rather smells. Oh no, okay. She's also wife. She's angry at me.
Then take better care of it, please.
It was all going so well until I ruined it. Indeed, you're a bad husband, Inosuke. Right, I don't think I need to do. Yeah, we don't need to converse. I know what to do. Show 'em sweet. Let's meet our friends, shall we? Yo, that mask. What is that mask? Have I seen that somewhere? What was that?
A man screaming? It's in a most unflattering way.
Do you think could have been Mr. Sholmes?
Oh my, I do hope not.
Oh wait, it's a kid. No way.
I don't do it anymore.
Mon ami, stop this disgraceful display. Wait, who are these people? Look at their hair. It's bright red.
I think they must be clients of Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, where's Gina here? Hell yeah, Gina is here.
Right, you two, you're coming with me now. Down to the clink.
Are they Scottish? No, they are French, I assume.
No, not in prison. It is a dark damp and I don't like it.
Oh, the darkness. It is of my friend. I am not scared. Oh.
But you are always scared of the dark.
Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan our next daring heist. Oh, wait, what? A heist?
I don't like this. I don't like it. Well, Vo, we'll finish this down at the yard. Now get moving.
Oh, Ginny! I mean, Iris. Iris is here. Forgot, Ginny is Gina.
Bye then, Ginny. Have fun. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Iris. And thanks, you great detective.
I like this thumbnail. I'm using it. Right, I call it Ginny. Alright. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. And why? Fucking hell. Yes, Uber. Oh, fuck. Wait, I forgot to, like, equip the new clothes.
Gina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she?
Yeah, but first, I want to save here real quick, right? Because there's something I really want to do. Real quick, for real. Oh, that's autosave. Save that here. And I want to go to the menu real quick. Back to the title. Really quick. Yes, title screen. I've already saved, my good man. So therefore, what I need to do is special contents, if I'm not mistaken. So Taylor, Iris homemade suit. Hell yeah! How about Susato? Let's fucking go! How about Sholmes? You know what? Yeah, it's only in the Great Ace Attorney 2. I don't want to waste this opportunity, if anything. I'm gonna let them use their special clothes. Okay, load the game now, please. My good man. I can't wait. Yeah, let's fucking go!
Oh, Susie and Bruno.
Hello, Iris. We're home.
Well, did you find your daddy? Yes, we've arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again soon.
Susato is so cute in that. Holy shit. I like it.
Yes, of course.
Dr. John H. Wilson. So, Iris, all that remains now is that the greatest problems known to man. Wait, why is his hair red? Dude, Mr. Sholmes, man. But before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea is in order. Don't you, my dear fellows? This dude. I love him. I love him already. Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? Do I have a crumb or such like on my face? Not so much on your face. As on your... Oh, his head is not originally red. I thought like there was some sort of glitch. As on your head, I'd say.
Come along then, everyone. I've brewed a special lovely blend. Time for tea.
Man, where's our tea session for Paradoxia? We need a tea session.
Whatever's going on here today.
In that case, let us sit and drink now. For I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today. For real. All right, Mr. Sholmes, what you got? Your two visitors. Who are these fellows?
Mr. Sholmes, who are the two gentlemen that were here before?
Oh, I like his pipe. I want a pipe now. Oh, just a pair of petty criminals. Nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all manner of infractions. I see.
When the mood takes you?
All manner of infractions. What is infractions? I gotta check that out. Alright, infractions. What does it mean? A violation or infringement of law agreement. I see. Alright then. Alright. What? Wait, what is this thing? Let me refresh this fucking thing. Refreshing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, finally. All manner of infractions. But when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Harlock Sholmes, that's when their luck runs out. Well, that's when the luck runs out.
Oh my, you were the target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes.
But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally. Man, I'm gonna take a picture of his red hair really quick. Why is his hair red is my question. I must know. Red Sholmes. Alright then.
You have to ask Craigsy to come too. We have had an arresting tea party.
I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consumedly in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha, I have it. A bungler. That's the word. It's a good job. He's not here to hear you say that. So, those redheads had been up to go good. Redheads.
I wonder what the men did.
The greatest problem. What is this greatest problem, you ask, Mr. Sholmes? What was that about? The greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned before?
Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes?
How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? Yes, I'm aware of it. I do think that Darwin is a monkey in the head as well, because of that. But, not that it's impossible, however. It's very possible when I think about it. But yeah, I am very well aware. Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere, possibly.
It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was nearly proposed 40 years ago.
Did you know that back in the days, when the Roman Empire was still alive, unicorns were actually real? Yeah, they were real. Because basically how it came to be, they evolved from rhinos. And then we got the unicorns, and then we have the horse. That's how it came to be. But the last unicorn was extinct, unfortunately, due to natural selection.
According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were apes who live in the treetops.
Wait, what? We were apes? Indeed, and from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans. It has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man.
Our lot? What is the great problem, Mr. Sholmes?
Why, is it not obvious, my dear madam, the problem of rent? Huh? The problem of rent?
But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Tusspells only the other day?
Sure, a large sum. One potted her for Iris and a new motor car for me later. And all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you.
Honestly, Early, you know you squandered it.
Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem, for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why, there is a substantial clue before your very eyes. Huh.
Don't tell me, let me see.
Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Is it the mask behind you? Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think. Your clothes, Mr. Sholmes. Or possibly your hair? In the end. It's been stabbing me in both eyes right before the very beginning of our conversation. Don't look, but observe me very closely. Indeed.
I think we might need another clue before we can uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruto.
No, we don't need another clue. The fucking man, it's so obvious. Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out of this charade. Goes on much longer if this is a charade. Well, charade, what's the difference? Okay, let me get... No, my face wash fell down from the shelf. But whatever. Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us... I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. Ow. That case aboard the SS BUNGAAA in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. He lied? Yeah, he lied. Because in the first game, spoilers ahead, you might want to mute me. I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. Right. In the first game, Kazuma was killed, apparently, and now we found out that he's alive. I was surprised, bruv. So, what was really going on? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Damn, you're damn indeed, yo. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew, but how? After they carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Hello, Sky, Excel, Alonzo. Welcome to the stream. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. Oh, I see. But why, though? But why, is my question. Oh, how horrible. It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. But why? Why do it in the first place? I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course. Hello, I love his voice. So cute. You mean Mr. Sholmes? Yeah, indeed. But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events. What events? His disappearance in Hong Kong. Oh God. Ah! I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. Mr. Sholmes. Oh no. We're all silent now. Okay. So, time to examine. First, we got this mask. What is this mask? I've never seen it. The mask Kazuma wore when he was... Oh yeah, right! When he was assigned to Lord Van Zeeks as his apprentice. When he cast aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up. We ought to give it back to him, I suppose. But he has his memories back now, doesn't he? And I can't help feeling that he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. But isn't he your best friend? Yeah, he is, actually. Nothing new. We still got the same violin that Mr. Sholmes had. Yeah, that's the only thing different is the mask. Right. Is that all from this one? Yeah, it seems that... But my dear fellow, what is wrong with your hair? Is my question. Like, are you alright? What happened? Okay, let's go to Lord Chief Justice office now. Mr. Lord Strongheart. Oh, shit. Lord Van Zeeks is here. Okay. Act cool, everyone. Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked from the yard. I see. Excellent work, thank you. You're welcome, my lord. What's Lord Van Zeeks doing here?
Why, there seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say?
This place is stifling enough as it is. We really don't need any more tension. Ah, fuck, they spotted us! Everyone, run! My apologies. I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress make you all but invisible to me. Oh, no. It's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not wearing black at the moment.
From now on, you must dress in white, from head to toe, whenever you come here.
Right. Now then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, my lord. I'm here.
Kill me now. Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such perfect temperature.
If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise.
Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly.
As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today. I hear, madam.
Right, yes. Oh, yes, that's my lord. That's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to be invited. Shall I have been invited?
I leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands, then, Lord Van Zeeks. I will attend at once.
She's staring at me. What's about to happen to me? I wonder. He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't he?
I know, but I haven't done anything, have I?
Oh.
These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in spectacular fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand of service? Mr. Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. C.
Indeed, Mr. Naruhodo.
Of course.
I'm terribly sorry about that.
I was just,
Fear not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. C's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
That would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me.
Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job of holding the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday.
Missing? What's become of Kazuma-sama now?
Right, let's ask him then. I want to ask the missing apprentice first, if anything.
About Lord Van Zeek's apprentice.
Ah, yes. That came as a surprise to me, I must say, that you and he are old friends.
How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zeek's in the first place?
The voice changing from a man to a girl is still... I know. I can't voice a girl properly, if anything. I'm a guy. I can't. But it happens. I have to do it. Maybe one day I could be all Valley Girl accent, probably. It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified... Fuck! Okay, let me try one more time. An unidentified... Fucking hell! An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel. Oh, God.
Oh, my! So he stowed away to get here.
He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeeks. That way I could keep an eye on him.
But then, why the mask?
I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zeeks with tiresome explanation about why he had an Eastern apprentice.
Because it would be so much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask.
Indeed. It would be so much easier to explain why he had a mask on. Right? He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zeeks. I have high hopes for his future.
Okay. By the way, do you know where he's gone?
No idea. But I believe he's left London for the time being. What? Where'd he go then? I take it you also did know that the man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals, I mean. Excuse me. Oh, I'm burping.
Genjin Asogi. Right, Kazuma's father's crimes. Let's ask him about it. What we learned from that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. Finding out my friend's father was...
Ah yes, Kenshin Asogi. The professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain.
Indeed it did. There were such awful murders and unprecedented using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon.
And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited to study here by the government.
Yeah, what motive would he have?
So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and can't be made public now. Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London. God blimey.
The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time, I understand.
Correct. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause.
What? Supporters of a mass murder?
The majority of the man's victim were a blight on the aristocracy of the day. A blight. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited society as a whole. God blimey, what happened? Excuse me. There we go. Ugh. Or so a fair few thinkers in London believed anyway.
Right. I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it? It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reap of the Bailey.
Oh. Forensic Science Symposium. Not long ago, visitors for number 2 the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million.
30 million? Are there even that many people in the world?
Yes, it is. There are.
As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital Tokyo is 2 million.
I will be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries.
It sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations.
The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques. And cooperation between policing organizations around the globe will be essential. Which is why this landmark first symposium had to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire, in order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the world. Blah, I bit my tongue there.
He's the same as ever, I see. That passion of his is quite something. You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about a future that embraces forensic science. It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up. So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions.
Oh right, the forensic investigation team.
Let's go. I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with.
Okay, I see. Wait, let me check something real quick, yeah? Something important.
Okay. With Dr. Seeds at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department.
And can you not do that now?
Obviously, nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Even I can't keep this story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. This incident will set back our country's advancements in the field of good 10 years, I'd say.
Good God. Right, let's see. Nothing, yeah? Nothing of the ordinary. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there. Just gonna check something real quick, lads. Unintended repercussions of our trial. We simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though.
Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'll still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. This might delay my paths, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, I'll ask him everything. So, there's nothing here, yeah? Wait a minute, I didn't remember that. Oh, never mind, it's the same thing, so... Nothing new around here. And so, let's move on. Show me sweet. Let's go to the Great Waterloo Hotel. Nothing new here either. How about the Soames Suite? Okay, now, what do I do? Wait, what is this newspaper? This looks like last week's edition. What's that article in red ink there? There's an advertisement column, it says. The Red-Headed League. The Red-Headed League? The Red-Headed League? What's that? I don't know. I've never heard of it before.
Okay, I see now, Mr. Sholmes. Is something on my face?
It's more like on your head, buddy. Clearly this has something to do with that lively hair.
Oh, so I gotta read this newspaper now. Is that why?
Right, let's keep looking.
Now, on the account of the bequest of the late Ezekiel Hopkins of Lebanon, PUSA, there is now another vacancy open which entitles a member of the League to a salary of £4 a week of purely nominal services. It must be, yeah, all red-headed men who are sound in body and mind and above the age of 21 years are eligible. Apply in person on the morning of the 31st at lunch. Baby. So basically, he wants to get this £4 per week so he gets fucking rent.
There is an emerging consensus among hospital doctors, blah blah blah. I see. I'll read it later then, in my own free time or something. We'll see about it. Let's see what else we got here. Oh no. Let's present Mr. Sholmes this thing, since he's so smart. It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes.
To the Redhead League?
Does that strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related
To your bright reddited hair? So, at last you've learned to apply my methods, Mr. Odo.
Sorry?
In the first instance, and quite indispensable, observation.
Please, believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut.
So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits.
Regale or boast?
Right. The Red-Headed League.
So what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of advertisement that you circled?
You've noticed it in the paper then. That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. Oh. Yeah, I can tell.
It was? How?
Is that even enough, though? According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair.
That doesn't entirely surprise me. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of £4 a week. Oh my, £4 a week.
Should I dye my hair red then? What do you think, Hakuya?
But why? What are they paying people for?
I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement.
But surely every redhead person in the country would be flocking to join in that case.
If you want to. Nah. You know what? That's gonna ruin my hair.
You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put in my application at once. So will I. Just on the off chance.
That might be stretching a point, I think.
The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see.
Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away. What? Oh, what is that? Colon and 3, eh? Is that something? Does that imply that you're aggressively wanting me to dye my hair red, eh? No, you can't do that, mate.
It wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Sholmes.
So you decided to try to join in this place? Correct, I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow?
No.
So why did it have to go so wrong? What on earth happened? A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo, though it pains me to admit it. Okay, what's the blunder, my dear fellow? My good man.
What did you actually have to do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes?
I'm glad you asked, Mr. Sato. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece, neither dyed. I changed the color of my hair overnight by the wonders of chemistry. Isn't it called dyeing? Huh? Chemistry. I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair a flame like red. What? Basically, when he drinks it, his hair becomes red. But for how long? Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson. Oh, is that why I just noticed his eyebrows are also crimson. Oh, I think I'll pass.
But, Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it?
You deserve more viewers, honestly. Oh, thank you. I'm trying my best to actually, promote myself. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll make it through. Time will tell. Our amateurs are always hampered by such fears.
Oh, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say?
But of course. To earn £4 per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger. That degree of red signals more than just a little danger, surely.
So anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair.
I can imagine that.
For the park on Lime Street where the Red-Headed League was interviewing prospective new members.
So what went wrong? The whole park was choked with red-headed folk, like a coaster orange barrow. I queued for 8 hours solid before, at last, I reached the front. God. But when the panel of interviews saw me, they immediately said, "Ah, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" Oh, man, the poor sod, if anything. So, naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which, I could do little else but to turn and leave. Oh, so that's what happened. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned that pair into the police. Wait, they didn't actually have a real crime. Mr. Sholmes, that's fraud. Stop.
Oh dear, what a disaster for Hurley and those two redheads.
Man, you can't do that, Mr. Sholmes. Ding-a-ling-ling, lay-lay-lay. Aha, here is my guest now, my latest client with money to spend.
Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley.
Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating, save locating a runaway, of course.
Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you? Oh dear, I'm afraid that Hurley can't lack a little tact, especially just before the writers do.
Black. Oh shit, it's her. I haven't seen her since last chapter.
Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, please, oh please, please find my husband. He's run away.
Oh shit, do you have a son or daughter too? I mean, what?
To upset me. I beg your pardon.
Never mind. A personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruto?
I didn't say a word.
Come, my dear madam. Be seated. Iris, some tea, if you please.
Oh, of course.
They all look so good. I like their new costumes.
What's the matter, Mr. Sato? Oh, it's just the gentlewoman. I feel sure I've seen her somewhere before. Very recently.
Yes, now you come to mention it.
As explained earlier, my name is Evie Vigil. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure.
Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. I think that's gonna be her voice from now on. Being offered a case to solve is reward enough.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you're the picture of benevolence.
I will, of course, make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also.
If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be...
Oh, me.
What I am about to tell you, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand.
Ah, these are my friends. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you may say to me. I assure you, you may say before. Okay.
Ah, I see.
Okay, I think I get what she's trying to say. Okay. I can vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing. Why did I ever get my hopes up? Right then, let's ask this lady what's wrong. Mrs. Vigil. Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Vigil. But have we met somewhere before? Quite recently, perhaps?
Oh my!
Pshaw, my dear fellow. What is your intention? Clearly, you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion.
Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week?
Ah, I knew I recognized her. Yes, I am.
To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly. It sends shivers down my spine.
Okay. I didn't quite recognize her because she's acting so differently now. Yeah, she was a jury last episode.
It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer, being hard of hearing, I mean.
Pardon?
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. I was frippery, really, nothing more.
Whoa. Now look what you've started, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you very much. I believe it would be prudent for you to sit us quietly in the corner. Yes, I see. Mr. Virgil. Tell us about your husband, madam.
Mr. Virgil, my daily, is 40 years of age. I have a photograph here.
Oh. Oh. An entirely unremarkable gentleman by appearance, at least. It doesn't look quite bad. I could do his hair if I want to. How long have you been married?
It will be 15 years this year. We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably.
Cordial. What would that mean? I must learn these big English words. Because for some reason... Fuck. Wait, not cordials. Cordial.
Oh, warm and friendly, strong, heartfelt. Okay.
As it would appear, I need only to look at you to know these things.
Oh gosh.
Your dress is the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. I just searched and it means comfortable. Yeah, same thing actually. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct?
That's right. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty, and he rather dotes on me.
Which would point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident or other.
Oh, that is exactly what I fear must have happened. Mr. Sholmes, I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he's incurred some miscreant ill will?
What exactly is your husband's line of work?
He's a warder at the prison.
Oh.
A guard. That is somewhat unusual.
Prison warder. So, your husband is a prison warder?
That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief warder.
Indeed. I see. Well, chief prison warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation.
Yes, it does indeed.
I feel like he's murdered or something. Who knows? Either he's murdered or maybe he's hiding. He's gone into hiding because he's accused of being murdered. Who knows?
My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out.
Dreadful punishments. Does she mean capital punishment? Or he's sus? Yeah, probably too. That's another thing. Or like the criminal groups, but like they caught him because they keep killing him. He keeps killing their bosses or some shit. Yeah.
And at such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for the extra responsibility, he is remunerated more handsomely than other warders.
Ah.
Of course, I make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors.
Yes, I believe your prudence is qualified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged?
Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes.
Really? Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there is a large cemetery just behind it. Isn't that the prison from the last case?
Yes, that's correct. Locate Cemetery.
Yep, that is the prison from the last case. No. Locate Cemetery. The very place we were discussing in court. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, my dear fellow. And yet undeniable. God blimey.
Sorry, Mr. Sholmes. I'm afraid you've lost me.
Ah, pay no heed, madam. Pay no heed. A private matter. Or a personal matter, if anything.
This can't really be a coincidence, can it?
Your husband's disappearance. So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing?
Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday.
I'm sorry, yesterday. That really is recent, laughably so.
The truth is, my husband is at times have occasion to spend the night away for work. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him not to return home at night, but this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, that has certainly never has happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever can have happened?
My dear Mrs. Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police?
Why, naturally, but sadly, they refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for 1 day. I was asked to wait patiently at home.
In truth, Mrs. Vigil, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage in my detective powers to track your husband down anyway. Is someone calling me? Let me check real quick. Be right back. Someone... Okay, I was carrying a lot of durians. Goddamn yeah, I love durians. But they were heavy, and I almost dropped one on my foot. That was bad. That would have been catastrophic. That would have been a yeah. Like I see. I just got back from spamming fake live streams to watch this live. It didn't work. I hope your time will come with many viewers though. Yeah, thank you. I hope so. I'll be working hard about it. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Mr. Sholmes.
And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it.
You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention.
Oh. You seek only to put this sweet rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it. Well, is that the end of it? Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Mrs. Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation.
Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir.
Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report. I'm quite sure.
So soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes.
Good news should be delivered early, I always say. If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession. Alright, it's in my court record as well. Thank you now. Allow me to show you to the door.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. And you've been simply marvelous.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think it every time, Hurdy. But how did you come out with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure?
I can't be sure, of course. Excuse me. I can't be sure, of course. But then, I didn't swear on it. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow. Oh, I see. That's why. If by the time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruto? Don't look at me with those pleading eyes. Well, my dear fellows, did you hear the details of the case? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. Excellent! And what did you make of it? Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At BUNGAAA prison, I mean. Ah, so you noted that?
Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery.
It is scary, actually. Lowgate Cemetery is at the near BUNGAAA prison. So it was a renown among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghost of the condemned convicts. Whew.
BUNGAAA prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated.
The professor. And now, a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. It's all very peculiar. Indeed, but nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain. Mr. Odo? Sorry. Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? As the prison governor you want, no doubt the man is equally worried. But aren't you going to go yourself? Yeah, it's your case, my guy. Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly be seen out with his hair. I see. But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair? That was quite a different matter. So I leave it in your capable hands. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. Now he disappeared. Of course you are. Indeed. Well, I assume, one, she's going to be there. No? Iris is not there. And, oh, nobody's here anymore. Okay, then let's just go to the Barclays prison, yeah? To the prison governor's office. Let me rehydrate. Damn, this case is intense. Kind of, not really. Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. All right, let me like drink water. Excuse me. I just needed a drink of water. Gotta hydrate. For real, for real. Its 4 high outer walls loomed quietly before us in a fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower. Oh, what is that grandfather clock, my guy? I want it. I want it. Can I have that? Who would think about making a jury's husband gone? I know, right? But yo, look at that. I want it. That's so cool. Oh my god. This place is full of hardened criminals. I can never remember the last time a civilian was done here. He's not Russian though. You know what? I'm gonna give him a Cockney accent. That's my favorite Cockney. I know, right? And you didn't was talk to an inmate, but to me, back. I know, right? Do you kid know who I am? I'm the governor, Barry Caden. Oh, yes. Manly norms. Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. And an listener, I see. Does that mean? Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan? Did you say? Japan? Yes. Well, there's no any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the next prison next door, eh? No. No! I don't, though. I didn't know there's another prison next door, sir. Anyway, we came to ask you some questions. I dunno. Like to be so direct, but... I've no intention of speaking with you like you suspicious-looking listeners. Gosh. Now get out of my ear. I don't know what accent is he speaking, if anything. I don't think it's Cockney either. What accent could he be speaking, if anything? So as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he reacts like this. That surely means... I think it's because of the professor's case. You think so too? Good blimey. 10 years ago, Ken Shinosugi, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. I might have known. You're sniffing around about that case, aren't you? You're agents, eh? Part of the Professor's great web, no doubt. No, not at all. We're just... Get going with you before I punch your lights out. But we're going. Clearly the ghost of that killer still haunts this place. We're not going to get anywhere here. Unless we can somehow prove this man that there's nothing suspicious about us. God, what?
Governor Caden.
What are you thinking, Mr. Sato?
I feel sure that name come up in conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us.
Governor Caden. I don't think I've ever heard the name throughout the game. Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. Huh? Can I not converse with him? I said get out! Right. Can I at least inspect your clock? Fuck! I want to look at your clock, my good man. Is that hard? I want to... Please! I want to get to look at your clock. He won't allow me to look at his clock. I'm disappointed. Well, I guess we're going back to the Shom Suite. Oh, my good man is not there. What a new hotel about him. Oh. He's there now. Right. My back is feeling numb. That's Professor Mikotoba over there. Seems like the good old man hiding something about his clock.
I wanted to look at that clock a bit closer, you know? It's so cool.
Hello, you two. I was just making a moment to catch up on the world now that I unpacked. And I'm unpacked.
But where's Judge Jigoku?
Yes. He's not the relaxing sort. He's taking himself off to pay his respects to all the legal bigwigs.
Having only just arrived in the country today. Goodness, he is full of energy. Professor, you mentioned something before about how you'd known the prison governor at Barclay Prison.
Oh, Governor Caden, you mean?
So it's the same man. Father, we must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious hastiness.
Excuse me. Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? That would be wonderful if you have time now.
Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. You were reading newspapers.
Busy drinking coffee on a comfortable seat.
Now, I have rather a lot to prepare for tomorrow, you see.
Oh, so sorry. I didn't say that out loud, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
You Mikotobers are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts.
Coffee, yeah, coffee.
I love coffee. I had coffee this morning.
But tomorrow I shouldn't drink coffee because I'm doing a karaoke stream. And I'm also going to be doing, I also have, what's it called? Vocal classes. So coffee is going to throw off my singing by a large margin. So no coffee tomorrow.
Oh, could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts?
Probably. Let's not fall out now. I have an idea. Waiting for the karaoke stream? Oh, karaoke stream, yeah. Yes. I guess I'll sing something like very soothing. Like something like very chill. I'm not gonna sing anything crazy. I'm not gonna belt anything. Yeah. In before I belt in Mariah Carey. Nah.
What's he writing on that piece of paper?
Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully, when he sees my name, he'll change his tune.
Thank you.
Introduction. All right, thank you. That was quick. Good luck then.
Thank you, Mr. Kotoba.
Right. Now, we have to get to the governor's office immediately. Hey, Mr. Bigwig. Now, may I show you that I have a letter of introduction from a good old friend of yours?
If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden.
What's this then? You can't pour the water over my eyes, you good for nothing Japanese student. Mikotoba. That young chok from the forensics laboratory? That Mikotoba?
Yes, exactly. Him, yeah. Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Eugene Mikotoba's daughter, Susato.
James, you're the young man's daughter? And you didn't think to mention that before?
I do apologize.
Hey, well, you best take a seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps?
British and tea.
I mean, I love my cups of tea too, actually. I like coffee, I like tea. My favorite is Earl Grey. They do have a nice fragrance and what's it called? Taste. But that's for the afternoons. British breakfast is for the breakfast. That's the tradition. But other than that, I do enjoy myself lime ginger. Well, you know what? Enough of tea. Let's begin. Let's continue. And didn't he forgot to try one of these wee handcuff biscuits?
Hey, yo! Handcuff biscuits? I want handcuff biscuits.
Oh my god, I want to see that clock.
Can you put your hand through that?
What will happen?
Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing.
Oh wait, your father's... Wait, no. He's a good person for now. For indeed, yeah.
I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now.
So then, what can I do for you then? What can I do for you, N? Is it hen or N? I don't know. I don't know this accent. I've never done it.
Well, we're currently investigating a case.
It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing. Missing?
That's right. It should have been reported to you as well, being the prison governor.
Oh, wait a second. I have never heard of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison. I have a gut feeling he might help. Might? Wait, what if he was never a warder in the first place? But how can that be? There's so many speculations for now, but we can't, like, assume yet. It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder. Hey, Vigil?
That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip that part about him only going missing yesterday for now.
Hey, yo? What's wrong with him?
Clearly that means something to him. Would you be so kind to tell us what you know, sir?
Hey, of course. Whoa, this feels heavy for some reason. Holy shit.
We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison.
Hey, yeah, he was. Strong sense of responsibility. I take a job, no doubt about it. It was a fine water.
Okay. Sorry, did you say was?
Hey, it doesn't work here no more. He left the job.
What? Oh my.
Hey, yo, bro, what?
When was this exactly?
Oh my gosh. So fucking fabulous. He's goddamn fabulous. That's the question. When was it about? It could have been much less than that. He needs to be presentable. He's grooming himself. Yeah, he is. 10 years ago now. He wants to be presentable, so he started grooming himself here. What?
10 years ago?
He stopped working here 10 years ago. Wait a fucking second. Wait. Huh. Wait, he was missing only yesterday. And now you're saying that he stopped working here 10 years ago. What the fuck is happening right now? Hey, as I mind it, do you ken? I have never heard this fella's name in all the time. That's a worry if he's gone missing though.
But Mrs. Vigil made no mention of it.
This is becoming intense indeed. Damn, this is sus indeed. Was he actually a criminal? What happened to the man? We don't know, lads.
I think perhaps, Mr. Naruto, that his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here.
Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Virgil give up his job here? That's important, is it? Probably is, my dude. Please, do tell us.
Yes, I believe it may be. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruto?
I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago, which was exactly when the professor was being held at this prison. Wait! Yo, he makes a good point. 10 years ago. Let me know this. Shit, what if he's the one that shot the No, it couldn't be, right? God blimey, this is intense.
So, Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of chief more than 10 years ago, you're telling us. What happened to make him leave the job?
I am confused. This is... In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter.
You mean he was dismissed?
Oh, he's showing his marvelous back again. It was after a particular walk.
Sorry, a walk?
Hey, that's our word for it in here. A walk to the gallows.
Wait, what? An execution?
It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any execution, you see. Only Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning.
What did he do?
I'm sorry, but I cannot reveal the information.
Shit.
But I can tell you that it's very, very rare for a chief warder to be relieved of his post.
But why wouldn't Mrs. Virgil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here.
I wouldn't know anything about that, I'm afraid.
My hand is on my head now. I put my foot down now. This is becoming intense. Yes, it is. Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal?
And what will that be, N?
That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it by any chance the professor's? My thoughts exactly. Oh, this is heavy. My heart is feeling heavy.
I'm sorry, I really am. But I'm not at liberty to answer that.
Oh, my heart is really heavy right now. Fuck. I see. All right, then. I guess we can ask about Professor Vtuber at the moment. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted.
The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research. Do you, Ken?
Where's Ken? Yes, I can imagine. The advancement of medicine science isn't always particularly palatable. Maybe I'll try to find his accent in the future. I feel like we might be seeing him more, maybe in the trial, of course. I'll try my best to find whatever his accent is, and possibly try to master it.
Your father worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard. In the basement of St. Sinners. It's still in use today.
St. Sinners? That's come up before, I'm sure. Yes, that's right. We've been there.
Mikito and I have to used to ride in a carriage together and negotiate terms.
For more fresh material, I suppose.
Aye. And we used to sit in there for hours and get on a boot dissection and all sorts. Ugh. Is that ugh? Ugh, it takes me back. Fresh meat indeed. Over a pot of tea and a plate of cup biscuits, of course.
How charming.
Wait, how did he read my mind? He was a good fella, your father. Reliable and dead set on his work. But I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese.
Because of Genshin Asogi, I suppose.
Well...
Oh shit, he's showing his back again.
I cannot tell you anything else.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor.
Oh, one more moment before you away, Anne. I'm sure Ever is here somewhere.
Huh.
Ah, found it.
People deserve to go to jail. One, the person who named their kid Kaden. It's not a bad name, buddy. It's not a bad name. Oh no, Genshin reference.
Ah, found it. Here, take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to prison.
Visit to prison? I don't know how to voice him, really. What is it?
That's Vigil's dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course.
Hey, yo. Alright, I'm gonna inspect it. Am I sure?
Hey, there's no trouble at all. It's not the original, mind.
Right, we can actually inspect this and see what we've done. Thank you very much, Governor Caden.
Well, in return...
Fuck, he's showing his back again. Why? They don't deserve to go to be sent to the thing. Okay.
Do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed.
Is that just me, or he just have a habit of showing his back to visitors? Yeah, he does he? He's pretty confident about his back. I feel, I mean, yeah. But I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being. Yes, I agree. We need to report back to Mr. Sholmes with what we found about Mr. Vigil. He has a hot back. A marvelous back indeed. What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder? Yeah. Right, can I reach the court record real quick? I need to inspect this. Chief Warder Daily Vigil is relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for Prison. The animators were proud of that turn.
Yeah, probably, yeah. All right, all rights to redundancy pay and former and other financial benefits are... Wait, yo, what? Then, okay, reason for dismissal: aiding and abetting the escape from prison of convict blah 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 blah, blah. Just prior to his execution. Yo! Detail of this escape are still being investigated. Full cooperation with inquiries will be expected. Prison governor. What? Yo. So, what actually happened when the man was like coming out of that grave? That was supposed to be like escaping the... Yo. Indications are that the jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the victim's incarceration. Yeah, so basically, he was in charge of the professor's execution. And because the professor, like, come back to life when he was getting out of the grave and everything, that's actually what happened. God, blimey, this is intense. This is a heavy heart now. It's believed that the convict engaged in some form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded. God, blimey, this is... Okay. Let's go back to Sholmes' suite. What is this case? 1st November. Okay. We're back. Hello, you two. Oh, wait.
Hello, you two. I thought you'd be back before long, so I picked some scones for all of us.
I want scones now. Can you make me some? Can I have some? Why is his hair so blue? The poor dude. You must have made another potion. The hair transformation. He has blue hair and pronouns. Sholmes is an emo, confirm. Dude, man. This dude. Greetings, my dear fellows. You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating. Fembo... No, I don't think so. But go blimey. Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Yeah, hello indeed. Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application. What the hell is this proper style?
Oh my.
Pray tell me, what of our water friend? Have you garnered some new information? Given the eye surgery, please. What the hell is this proper style? What do you mean proper style? Oh, you mean his clothes? Yeah, the game has what's it called? Costumes for all the characters, so I just changed it. His hair. Oh, his hair, yeah. He keeps changing it because at first he was like, let me show you right here. At first, right, the man wanted to get some money for rent, so he joined the redheaded league. So he dyed his hair red at first. And then he wanted to change back his hair color. So this is what happened, the poor sod man. Yes, something very surprising in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
It most certainly isn't, but still...
Oh shit, Sholmes! Oh wait, no. Sholmes!
Drop everything, Sholmes. This is more important.
Jaina. I like Jaina. Oh shit, this is the first time I've seen Jaina took off her hat. I'm surprised. Oh? I can't.
Adamant, leave it.
Oh no.
What's happened?
Yeah, what's happened? Clearly a very grave matter indeed. For Mr. Strahd made no mention of my hair whatsoever. Is that what you're on about?
It's the boss.
What do you mean? Inspector Gregson? No, 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 don't cry. Shit. I don't know what to feel seeing Gina cry. Really, my heart is breaking right now. What do I do? I feel so... my heart, I can't. Gina shouldn't be crying. Gina shouldn't... She looks so... I'm depressed now. I'm depressed, everyone. I'm sorry. The boss is ace. Wait, what? I am... What? What the f... Gregson is... Mr. Fish and Chips is... I'm about to cry right now. I love Gregson. What happened to him? I've never heard silence this loud. They just found his body shot with a... What? But Inspector Gregson... I'm sorry, wait. Fuck, dude. What? He was murdered. Sorry, dude. Fuck. I don't feel good right now. Holy shit. No, Gregsy! Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story. Why people died? Fuck, dude. What is happening? Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... It was really shot. I don't know much about what happened myself. They're still there investigating the scene. Where did this take place? A rented room, building full of flats on Friends Street. The outskirts of town, nowhere near his home. Wait, we were there, weren't we? He was perhaps investigating a case then. The thing is, no one is at the yard, knows nothing about no case around there. Oh, how strange. The boss was... It was so good to me. I know I ain't much up to yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I'd become a proper detective. Oh, Jenny. Bro. The fuck, dude? The fucking... So who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is? They got him already. Already? They've got the shooter so soon. Goodbye, Gregson. You will be missed. Witness reports something about what's going on. The boys got straight down there and took care of him. Oh, who is this awful... I can't even voice act Susato properly. Shit, dude. I can't believe it myself. Gina. I really want to hug Gina now. I've never seen Gina cry like this, man. She even took off her hat, man. And Gina's one of my favorite characters, other than Gregsy and Sholmes. It was the Reaper. Wait, what? The Van Zeeks? Wait a minute, you don't mean... They've arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it. That's right. The Reaper bloke's gone. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? I am speechless. Van Zeeks! That's right. The Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss. No. Lord Van Zeeks. What did Van Zeeks do wrong? Apparently he murdered Gregsy. Wait, I'm so confused. What's happening? What is this chapter? Have fun defending. Beryl? Who's Beryl? Wait, no. I know Beryl, I think. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Are you quite sure, Mr. Strahd? It's Barrick Van Zeeks the police have arrested.
I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. I don't believe it.
Wait, Beryl is... Oh, fuck, right. Beryl is Lord Van Zeek's first name. I didn't know.
There were witnesses. They were all saying it was him. So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses? They heard the gunshot apparently, and were not got to the scene. There was only the boss and the Reaper bloke in the room.
But there was no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it. For real, I'm trying to voice act with all my emotion right now.
I don't believe it either.
Fuck, dude. Thank you for informing us, Mr. Strahd. I'm having chills down my spine right now. This story is... Why Lord Van Zeeks though? Why? Yeah, why him? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to find out then. I'm gonna have to investigate everything. Probably try to defend Lord Van Zeeks in a way. Sholmes completely dropped the goof. Bro was framed. I would agree. Bro is framed, definitely. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry.
What are you saying you're sorry for? You didn't do nothing. Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come on, as soon as you can. You've got to help.
My brain, bro. It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves. Shut the fuck up about your hair, dude. Can't you read the room? Mr. Sholmes. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming? How could I let this happen to Gregson? To Gregson! No, he's sad too. Mr. Sholmes is sad as well. Holy shit. Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations. No, you probably did that plane crash. Andy, I know you very well. He blames himself. Of course, yes, we will too. It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. Until later then. I can't. I really can't. Inspector Gregson, dead. And Lord Van Zeeks arrested.
Bruno, Susie, I've called you a hansom. It's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Mrs. Sato?
Yes.
I'm having chills. I am having chills. Should I see Fresno Street first? Or prison first? What do you guys think? Please say something, chat. I don't know. I'm really like, prison first. Okay, let's go prison first then. Anybody else wants to vote? Not really not vote, but like have a say. How does the case get with Lord Van Zeek's murder? I don't know. Prison. All right, we're all going prison. I am honestly terrified. He looks so gallant in prison despite of all this. Van Zeeks, tell me, did you really kill him? Did you really shoot him? There he is. Lord Van Zeeks behind bars.
So it's true. He really was arrested.
He's still sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zeeks. Oh, blimey. Fancy meeting you here. The last place on earth I'd like to be, with the last person on earth I'd like to see. He's so poetic.
I could very well not come. I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was... I'm gonna cry again thinking about Gregson, dude. Say, really. Go home. This has nothing to do with you. But... Forgive me, Lord Van Zieks, but I must disagree. No, indeed, man. No, indeed. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. Except, you idiot. Except what? He's an idiot. Except what? What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? He's an idiot. Is Van Zieks an idiot? There's something you should know, Van Zieks. Was it something related to the case? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with a suspect. He's not defending. Yeah, he's not, right? I can expect that. But, God, I don't know. I'm torn right now. I'm torn. I might want to go in VC later. I don't know. I'm really torn. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Who might that be? Someone you know as it happens. Albert Bunnybrain. He's only got one friend. Think hard. I didn't have to think about it. I already read it through. Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it that you want to know? Wait a minute. If he's in here, and assuming that I'm going to be defending Barrack, who's going to be my prosecutor? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zieks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Right, let's ask this man. Can you guess? He's got one friend, think hard. All I know is it's Bunnybrain. Well, are we talking about Van Zieks here? Or who are we talking about that's got one friend? Can you at least tell us? No, the prosecutor. No, the prosecutor. You mean, oh. So who's this he? Is it Ryunosuke? Oh, if it's Ryunosuke, then I know. Oh, so he's gonna be prosecuting? Alright then. Oh, guess the prosecutor. Well, I'm not gonna say it. I probably know, but I'm gonna see if my guess is right. Yeah? I'm gonna see. If we're talking about Ryunosuke's friend, only friend, I'm gonna guess it's him, right? Let's go. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zieks? What happened? How do you already know? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Frenzo Street. Let's see if my guess was correct. Let's see if Andy's guess is correct. I'm gonna not read Andy for a while because I know that man is a walking spoiler of anything. And that you were found there by the police when they arrive on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told that there was nobody else in the room, that it was some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed, and there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise, however. Before I had the chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to answer that. Oh. After all, you're not representing me. He is going to need a lawyer, though. Yep, that's true. I mean, I'm actually voicing Ryunosuke like I'm voicing myself, actually, at the moment. Who is going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zieks?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine that too. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet?
What if Yunosuke is the prosecutor? Let's fucking go. What if I'm taking the prosecutor's stand for once? Let's go. Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But this is different.
In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. This is getting hard. What do you mean hard?
Surely not.
I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. Well, I'm gonna touch you then. With the end of a barge pole.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's death, did you?
The Baravik's BS was foreshadowing. Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. It's been 10 years now that I've been known as Reaper of the Bailey.
16 assassinations. What?
Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of the killer more than I, however. It seems that things may come to a head before I have... I don't get it, but okay. Before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. But I want to see it till the end, so don't say stuff at the moment.
What does he mean by that?
Professor Bunnybrain's letter.
After the trial, Professor Bunnybrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Should he care so much for his friend, though?
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Yes, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. He told me he was keeping well in Japan when I was inquired the other day.
Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. So Professor Bunnybrain is safely back in Germany now.
He is. This is heavy, man. Why have we stopped? Why has the music stopped? So it appears our conversation has run dry. Someone else got sacrificed.
It is. So there was a 2-second silence, that's all.
Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you.
I'm gonna cry because he's such a nice person. You trust me, do you?
Yes. I've heard you speak so many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. Yes. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life.
Nothing's easier, yeah, but my heart is still heavy. I'm still pretty torn, actually, deep inside.
It's just my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
Shit. What?
Not the police, nor the judiciary, and not you, Nipponese. Fuck, man! Dude, come on!
But please.
I have no intention of engaging your services.
Then the chasm between us is just too wide and too deep.
It seems. He's a troubled man. I can't blame him for anything. He lost his brother to a Japanese fellow. A lot of things happened to him, man. A lot of things happened to him. I'd appreciate if you don't visit again. Van Zieks have to stubborn. Yeah, he's too stubborn. Then neither of us will waste any more time. Fuck, man. It's like seeing my friend, like a friend of mine dead, and then another friend of mine in jail, accused of murdering the other guy. And then all of my friends, like one of my friends are crying because of that. And we're all just like confused as fuck right now.
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zieks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. That's how it feels right now, dude. Let me check out the court record. Do I have his letter? No.
Excuse me for a bit. Now we're going to Fresno Street. This should be the last one, hopefully. Oh, look, a Bobby. 2 Bobbies, actually. Okay, I'm ready. I'm so glad I didn't get to see the corpse, man. I'm so glad, at the very least. This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. May I ask a policeman at the very least what happened here and what you found so far?
I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigation have taken him elsewhere. Oi! What do you think you're doing there? Everyone's on them drawers gonna be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above this ceiling checked. And don't forget to look inside the chimney shack too. Blimey! Ain't you lot never gone over house looking for dough when the owners are out of town?
Oh god, she used to be a thief.
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt.
Oh shit, I'm on the door. Okay.
Oh, you've turned up the last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Sholmes has only just left. You're lucky you missed him.
Well, we missed him, guys. Alright, we missed him.
He went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking at it is then...
I can't really do Cockney in a girl's accent, I swear. Maybe I should just do it normally. Even that's difficult for me.
Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah. He didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? I don't think we can, it seems.
Listen, Odo. You're a lawyer, right?
Yes. Why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you?
Oh, Regina, yeah, I kind of do. Okay. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever. I swear. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I have something in my mind now. Ooh, something is in my mind now. Fuck. I can do this. Okay.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Go get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Thank you, Gina. Right, fine. I got a green light. First, let's go ask her. Inspector Gregson. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing in here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. It's what, half a year since I got...
Get off the old clink, okay. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Oh yes, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. It turns out he's a bit of a legend at the yard.
Yeah, kind of. Because of someone.
Goodness, really? They say he managed to solve some really tricky case just like that.
He did?
Yep. And ever since then, he started going out all sorts of investigation, but always on his own.
True.
No one else at the yard even knows what half the cases he's working on are, apparently.
That's not what it's supposed to work. It's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? I'm getting tired, that means. That my voice acting is like starting to... Not voice acting. Play reading.
I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look where it landed him.
Respect for the Reaper?
In what way? I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fella. Were his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper. Yeah, the boss said that is exactly why he respected the bloke. I didn't realize Gregson had held the Reaper in quite such a high regard. He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper. Because he only goes after people what are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Right. I can't really voice this girl, I swear. I'm failing. Maybe I should try to whiz off the Cockney accent. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. What is this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently it's been written by some cove called Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone. Sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. He's what we call an identified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in so long. For a long time, if ever. Right, all the lads from the yard piled down to get struck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves. True. God, this is difficult. I do wonder. Yes, Mr. Soto. Or could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? What? How could that be? Possibly. Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. I'd never even considered that. Nice work, Says. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that's a hint. We should really investigate this place in detail. How about the incident? Let's see what she says about the incident. Let me get some water real quick, then I'll start investigating. There's even snacks there. I see that's where poor Inspector was found over there. Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went through him and struck the candle free on the wall. Huh. Oh yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely. And the gun using is there on the floor. It's the Reaper's, isn't it? No denying that. What, really? How do you know that? Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself. Surround me with them big white eyes. I hate... Why are there two girls to voice? Stop. I'm not only saying what I heard. I don't know much about myself. But there's some big lawman or whatever who said so. Which is him. A big lawman, is it? Okay. Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot. Okay, so it's just outside people heard the gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've all been taken down to the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling. Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves? Doubt it. The lads of the yard just want to know what you're snooping around for. And what you'll be up for grilling and all. Okay. So we can't interview the witnesses then? Shame. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, right? Oh, fuck yeah. Thank God. Let's start really investigating. Who's this? Oh, it's a photograph stand. Suppose a picture of the Inspector Gregson's family members. Ah! But what's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out your head. They are, look! Mr.Protato, quickly! Hey, yo! What do I feel? Yes, it's her! Hey, yo, bro! That's her! What do I feel like this woman is on her somehow? Isn't she the wife of... this dude? Where is he? Yeah, this dude! That's the wife of Mr. Vigil. Yo! We met her only this morning. Mr. Vigil! Ah, it's... Mrs. Vigil! Yes, Mrs. Vigil! This makes no sense! Who? Why would there be pictures of Mrs. Vigil in here? Yeah, that's a good question. Wait, it couldn't be. To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped.
I have this feeling now. I'm not gonna say it. You guys can get it, or you know, whatever. But I'm not gonna say it.
I'm sorry to say I have no idea either.
God, blimey, lads. Right, we found that. Let's see about this candle. Let's look in the chimney. The chimney. An empty fire makes a room feel colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it? It's thick with dust. Look. To be fair to say, it hasn't been used in a very long time. In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in the cold weather, or nobody lived here at all, and merely visited it when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely. No, that's right. It's one or the other. Oh, God. Now this bottle of something. It's absolutely covered in scraps of paper. Ah, Mr. Naruto, look. This, you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it? Oh shit, an autopsy report. Let's go. All these detailed case notes are here. The details of the prison inmates. Yes, in fact, they're all the sorts of document only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went in his room? Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, this one here. Oh yes, this advertisement, you mean? To the Red-Headed League. What is the Red-Headed League like? What's it called? Related to this? But why? What's that doing here? So many questions. I have so many questions in this chapter.
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Right. The chair. Let's see what Bobby said. I don't have to voice this one.
Excuse me.
Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir.
Poor man. He can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset.
Poor dude. All right. It's a door.
Let's have a look around, yeah? So let's take a look at this candle. Maybe we can look at it closely. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has completely blown off. Yes. There's wax splattered on the wall behind. Look. I suppose if a bullet had hit it, it does seem like the bullet hit the candle. Having first passed through the inspector's body. Now that the wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Oh shit, hell yeah, I can inspect it. Let's go have a look, lads. And lasses. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Oh my god. I see, that must be the burn mark. Ah, there's some black marks here.
Is Gregson that tall? I don't know.
Just birthmarks. Yeah, they look like some sort of scorch marks. Perhaps the bullet struck the candle here. Do you think?
Cracked in half. Seems, yes. I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan. So I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them.
I see.
Nothing out of the ordinary other than that, if anything. So it's only these scorch marks. Alright. What is this toy here? Let me know.
Oh, what's this? Would appear to be a little model of policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way.
Yeah, kind of. Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to the Inspector Gregson?
It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van's playing with something like this.
It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose.
I think we should record it as evidence just in case.
Yes, I agree.
It is rather delightful after all, in a way.
Alright, let's inspect this next evidence. Next evidence. Right. Oh, it looks kind of old. There's like some old marks here. Yeah. Let me have a look. It appears to be a little worse for wear. I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looks a little bit fairly heavily manhandled. Does someone enjoy twisting it around? Shall we try twisting it around? Yes, let's try twisting it around. What the fuck?
What's that?
What's that?
It appears to be some sort of key.
But it's so tiny, though. It couldn't be a key for a door, not that size.
So what is this for, I wonder?
It's also a key. Yo! It looks like, yeah, it looks like for a small box of some sort. Judging by the shape of it and how there's a hole. So it's gonna be a small box, that's what I thought. This presumably the murder weapon then. Why would it be left on the floor? That looked like my old toy. Really? You have it?
I suppose. I mean,
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them.
there's one way to know for sure, Mr. Protato. Don't fire a shot.
No. Peacekeeper revolver. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer just to ask someone who might know, I think. Alright, let's investigate the next piece of evidence real quick. I'm taking my time, actually. Don't worry about it. See you guys next court time. If this bores you, man. What is this now? I suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Oh no. It's real, I suppose. I think so. Oh, perhaps someone more familiar with firearms could shed a light on things here. So, we can't investigate that yet. Alright, that's good to know. Shit. I suppose this is where the victim... That's right, the rope is laid around to show exactly where the body's found. Poor Inspector Gregson.
Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
And would probably be under Dr. Seed's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball.
I could imagine he was in excruciating pain.
You feeling all right, Mr. Protato? You like if you just seen a ghost?
I know, it's just a rope, but... Well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image. That's all. Especially with the bloodstains next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can even be worse than reality.
Susatta's son is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Right. Gun. How about this piece of wig here? What's this wig, bro? Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes of this thing. Yeah, same.
Funny enough, neither can I.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it? Murder Mystery 2.
It is. It's a bright red hairpiece.
And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found, Murder Mystery 2, means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, isn't it?
And in such flame-colored red too.
Yeah, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly, this is a vile glow, I'm sure of it.
It probably belonged to him. I'm not gonna read this one. Excuse me. If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things at the yard. The red thing is mine? Why do you want it? Murder Mystery 2. Excuse me. Sorry. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir. Oh shit. He's broken too. Shit, we're all broken, aren't we? Oh god. What are these pictures? So let's see. Wait a second. Somebody very haplessly nailed those boards over broken glass, haven't they? Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked with bricks.
This one does at least still...
You could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, nothing. I feel like it's related to the case of the missing wife. Oops. Gina, what do you make of this? What's that? Evidence? Work something out? No, not exactly. I ain't been long enough in the jobs to get all this deducting business yet. But I'm sure I'm gonna get person who did this the boss. Let's see. Maybe Gina knows something about a gun. Yeah? I'm just gonna try out every piece of evidence first that's related. So right now, the gun. Does she know anything about this gun? Fuck, she does not know anything about this gun. Okay. How about the wig? Fuck, she doesn't know anything. Okay, sorry to disturb you, Gina. So there's nothing to do with Gina. Let's go back to the Sholmes office. Seems there's no one here. Anybody here? Oh, a scene. British Supreme Court. Lord Chief Justice Office. You've made good time. I took the express train back to London. I assume that's a... yeah, I'm gonna assume for now. I can hear Lord Strongheart, can you?
Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone.
Kazuma! Kazuma! Is everything in place? I've had a private compartment on the rain, so I could check all the paperwork.
It's Kazuma-sama!
Ah, your timing is impeccable.
It is.
No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry.
Yes.
Kazuma indeed.
I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Van Zieks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson.
I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zieks for his crime. What the fuck, dude? We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective.
Oh, no, surely not.
It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the forensic science symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable process.
So does that mean the trial is tomorrow?
Precisely. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions. Kazuma! Kazuma!
Kazuma.
Ah, but of course, you're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution. It's him.
Wait,
What?
Kazuma.
Yeah, okay, you got me, Shadow Kitten. As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law.
Kazuma-sama, prosecutor.
Why does he stare menacingly? This is the first one I'm gonna ask, if anything. So Kazuma, Strongheart speaking facts, so Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow. That's right.
But he's a defense lawyer like Lord Strongheart.
Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
I've no doubt at all that Kazuma will be a razor sharp as a prosecutor. Also, I framed Van Zieks for my crime. I can imagine that, Andy.
But why Kazuma-sama? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain.
It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial.
You asked for this? But why?
It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? He angry. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine he angry. Although the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation.
I'm surprised the personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact.
You are quite right, Miss VTuber. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as judiciary closing ranks. So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution. Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed. After practicing law in this land for so many months.
Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This is going to end well, my friend.
Tomorrow's trial. I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no. People all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds. Kazuma looked like a hoe. I see. Alright then. I mean, I use it to guard and stuff. Don't worry about it.
There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey, and now the Reaper himself must stand in the dock.
Quite so. The public want answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths.
But Lord Strongheart firmly denies any involvement in such matters.
And there have been thorough investigations that have been proven him to be innocent. That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least. Until now. No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history. Fuck, the killer's gun, last one.
Oh yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of the Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Zeeks?
That will be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know. That's right, Mr. Naruto. Be direct.
It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in the law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine. I thought I saw the chat move. What happened?
In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim.
No, Gregson had his gun on his person.
What about Lord Van Zeeks?
He claims it's currently not in his possession.
What?
According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious.
But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's, it's no proof it's actually his.
No, of course not.
Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks.
All right.
Could I show you this, Lord Strongheart?
I'm Lord Chief Justice. I'm not here to offer advice about evidence.
Oh.
Especially when the evidence question is dull.
Fuck.
Okay. The red... the... I don't think anyone's there. Alright, there's nothing there. Let's guess Kazuma here. Kazuma looks like he's about to burst. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you. But it'll be alright now.
Has your memory completely returned?
Yes, completely. I remember everything. Including what I was coming here to do.
Right. Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from an amnesia?
Yangi, yeah, I know. Wait, what? This past year, I've been hearing in my head constantly saying the same thing over and over. Not that one. It was the voice. Okay. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London.
I'm so sorry for what happened.
Anyway, my memory might have returned to me. But there's something that won't return to the way it was before.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. just like the real Phoenix Wright era. It doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our Empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery. My God, this has taken so long. When will it end? Sorry to have taken up much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
Before you go, Ryunosuke. Oh, what is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you.
Kazuma-sama, what?
You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection.
You always were intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you.
Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here.
Oh,
I actually have a favor to ask.
which is...
The trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow, I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me, as the defense counsel.
Why? What's all of this about?
I know you have what it takes.
But Lord Van Zieks would never put his faith in my hands.
All right. On the contrary, this is BL right here. He recognizes your talent.
He does?
It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this.
Oh my God, they were friends. That's...
Yo, he looks so young and happy. Wait, no, that's not him. This is him. All of them. They look the same. Holy shit. I mistaken Van Zieks for his brother.
That's Lord Van Zieks and Inspector Gregson. In a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the looks of it. And who's the third person?
Smiley. Yeah. It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office.
In Gregson's office, you mean?
Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. Gregson's photograph have been entered into courtroom record.
I don't understand. Why are you giving me this?
Just hurry, Ryunosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over.
What are you doing, Kazuma?
Go. All right. Let's move. This is the last one. I think we're gonna end the stream soon. Hell yeah. But this is gonna be the last scene at the very least. I'm gonna end this.
Lord Van Zieks is still reading that letter. We've been gone quite some time, though.
Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or it is incredibly slow long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. I was intending to ignore you entirely, but I can't turn a deaf ear to such insulting Nipponese.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think you'd hear that.
I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time.
Yes, we heard that your trial's set for tomorrow.
Which is none of your business.
So you have found a lawyer?
How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you.
In other words, no. We were just talking to Lord Strongheart and the prosecutor for your trial. Your trial has been decided.
I'd expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is.
It's going to be Kazuma Sogi.
A Sogi? That made the color drain from his face. Very well. Well then, it seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all. Okay. Asogi. Fuck, more conversations. I'm getting tired, man. Show him the Red-Headed League article. It's really funny. Alright then. 10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name Asogi.
Genjin Asogi was Kazuma's father.
So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court.
I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apparences Kazuma to you.
It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset. Oof.
But what could he have been hoping to achieve?
Let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? Sogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you, Nipponese.
Right, your hatred of all of us Japanese.
He's racist for real. But with a story. Like, he's a villain. He's racist. A racist villain. With a story. The Red-Headed League article. Okay. Let's see what this is.
If it's not
for me. That's not why I'm showing you it. I suppose if it was Black-Headed League, you would have no hesitation. Black-Headed League? None whatsoever. Sadly, my own hair could no more be described as black as it could red. What colored league should I then join? What?
People are troubled by the most unexpected problems at times.
God blimey. Okay, thank you then.
Look, Van Zieks, we came by this old photograph.
Where did you get that?
It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor.
Oh, prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assume it was long lost.
It's the man who left it there.
Yes, that's my brother, Clint. Okay, that's the Clint.
It had to be, really.
Clint is actually hotter than Lord Van Zieks, if anything.
Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed on Greg Finn's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know? Were you aware of that?
Respect? That's nonsense.
No, we've heard some attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gino Lestrade, no less.
Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a glimpse of the past, I thank you.
I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes. I believe twinkle. An insight into the true nature of this man, known to all as the Stone Cold Reaper the Bailey.
Alright, let's continue conversing with him. Japanese Bane. I'd only just been appointed as prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother Clint, the director of prosecution, was hunting down a mass murder.
The so-called professor,
assigned with the investigation as his partner, was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard. Excuse me.
And that was Genjin Asogi.
Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed to be noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man. The true nature. So I lost everything when it happened. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, any semblance of right prevailing and of wrong. Shit.
Ah, how awful.
To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in Asogi's trial. It would not ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecution until the consented.
So do you mean to be a scribe prosecutor?
The man in charge of Professor's case inquiry, Lord Strongheart.
Wait, what? Lord Strongheart?
He was a highly accomplished prosecutor. but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisors instead. Why are you winking at me for? What's happening? Since that time, he's the one to whom I felt indebted to.
I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor.
Anyway, time passed. But then earlier, who should arrive in London but you?
Ah,
And of all things, as a lawyer. I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years, that hatred had festered in me. I could no longer control it. And I can understand why. Now I know the history. But in the same way, I've long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life. To Kasuma Sogi, I am the bane of his, the reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He is looking for revenge and intends to take it in the court tomorrow. God blimey. Inspector Gregson. Gregson's transfer to Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month. But he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy.
oh yes, come to think of it. He did mention something about that, didn't he? I wonder, does this happen often, being transferred? Internationally, I mean.
It's the first time I've encountered it.
Oh,
The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. Man, in Paris, I do believe that there's Inspector Jacques Clouseau. I can't wait to see him. But I guess he can never see Jacques Clouseau ever again. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place.
it sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed. I'm afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considered something of a legend at Scotland Yard.
Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't the Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made.
What sort of approach?
After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy.
Oh my, 10 years ago!
Why is that surprising? So surprising. Autopsy was considered desecration of the body at the time, and rarely performed. My brother was of course a noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson dug up in his investigation made him determined it was necessary. His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result he could avenge my brother's death.
So you must have a great confidence in the inspector's abilities then. It's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life.
Inspector Gregson, your gun.
About the gun you used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene.
Yes, that's not mine.
Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Lord Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm.
As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true.
When did you lose it then?
That I do not know.
Oh,
I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps.
you have something in common with Lord Van Zeeks after all, Mr. Naruto. A talent for misplacing things.
No. This has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it. Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese.
Oh dear.
Oh, poor Sato.
The river's very wide, isn't it?
So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Okay, it's the end, right? Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, that's the first time he used my actual name.
I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. But there's one thing I'm willing to believe in.
What's that?
That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth.
Lord Van Zeeks.
From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now, I couldn't deny, even though I dearly wish I could. Here is a loathsome Nipponese who has absolute integrity as a lawyer. I feel something in there. There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother Clint and Genshin Asogi.
The man he idolized, and the man who betrayed his trust in the most heinous way, hideous way.
When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me.
You mean this photograph?
Back then, I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I looked to the future with hope. Man, his brother's hot. Since then, I protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe.
I'm so sorry.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. I need in tomorrow's trial, would you advocate for me? You finally said the word, dudes.
You finally said the word. I'm advocating him. Of course I will. It would be an honor. I'm so pleased, Mr. Narada.
Then my life is in your hands.
For Lord Van Zeeks, that must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask.
Which is why I simply cannot let this man down.
Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend, Kazuma.
To be continued? Yeah! The stream will end now in 2 minutes to spare. Holy shit, I am tired. Oh, fuck. I did the opera yawn. Cheerio. Alright, lads and lasses, that's the end of the stream. Thank you, Shadow Kitten. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Hakuya. Thank you, Bro Gaming, and all those who came. Ooh, what a day, isn't it? Oof. Alright, see you, everyone. Bada bim, bada boom, skaboosh.